Well, first, I'll start with my fascination with knives. When I was a kid, I had this cousin that brought me into his room, and he showed me this huge display case. I think he had at least 30 or 40 knives. And I think not maybe 30 seconds later, my mom walks in, and she's like, "Oh, you can't show him that," and told me I'll never get a knife ever. And I think from then on, I just always kind of wanted some kind of cool knife or collection. Later on in life, I kind of got interested in survival, and I was like, okay, I need a really good knife. Man, I spent probably days or weeks just looking at different knives, trying to get the best one. And I saw a video of this guy making a knife with hand tools, and I thought, man, that's really cool. I've got this. So I started making a knife like that, got maybe halfway, and then I saw people forging knives. So I'm like, okay, so I just trashed that and started forging my own stuff, and my first knife looked just absolutely terrible. I never really planned to keep going, but I mean, it looked so bad. I knew I could do better, so I made another one, and every time I'm like, I can do better, and then somebody asked if they could buy one, and it just kind of went from there. I'd say I've failed at least as many times as I've succeeded. Probably, I bet I failed at least twice as much. So I get frustrated and want to quit, and I think once I calm down, I realize I don't want to. But it can be tough when you've been doing it so long. You still fail and still mess things up, and some things are still really difficult. But I mean, that's just how it is. Learning any real craft that's worth learning. I mean, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So, do I consider myself an artist? I'd kind of consider myself a bit more of a craftsman. I mean, the first most important thing when making a knife is that it functions the way it should. Looks are always second. Some people make knives that are, purely for looks, and they look great, but they probably really wouldn't work the way you want them to. So I suppose in a way I'm an artist. I kind of consider myself a craftsman first. One of my favorite sayings is from somebody I look up to. Be a maker, not a taker. And what that means is a lot of people spend their free time consuming things like watching YouTube and watching TV and constantly just consuming everything around them. Focus on creating things, so like you do with creating videos, or I do creating knives, or really you just focus on learning something and sharing it with the world. So I think that's all I have to add.
Sweet. I think that's good, man.
All right. Why I keep doing it, I guess the constant desire to get better at it. Just the desire to master it.